Hey, I should probably explain where I've been, the past couple months and why I've been taking so many breaks pretty much ever since I've been doing YouTube. Um, this video is gonna be quite long from what I can imagine. Uh, I'll just say immediately that there's going to be a lot of depressing or triggering subjects, and if you are not into that or you can't handle that, then I would recommend clicking off. But for those of you who really want to know or just need to know for some reason, this is the whole explanation. There will be a lot of like umming and ahhing because this video will be off the cuff and not scripted because I'm not gonna write a script. I would much rather just say what I want to say. So the first thing I'd like to get off my chest, because I feel like I've been lying, or at least not being truthful, and it's not anything like bad. I'm not one of those YouTubers who get outed as something. It's something that's been happening in my life for a very long time. So I would want to say the basic thing first. I'm depressed, and that's as simple as I can put it. Now time for the long answer. Back in 2015, I would like to say, or early or late 2015, I got diagnosed with depression. And that was mostly because of the environment I was in and more environments I was in at that moment. I saw a lot of therapists at the time. Ever since then, none of them really helped. But I finally managed to get out of that environment in late 2019 or early 2019. I can't exactly remember. And that was one of the two problems. The second problem was not as easy to get rid of. It wasn't easy to begin with the first problem, but this was just so much harder, and I'll explain in more detail why I can't get rid of this problem. So there was a second problem. Now, I won't exactly say what the problem is. I will go into detail on what it is about and everything. I just don't feel comfortable with sharing what's wrong with me, at least at this very moment. But I will go into detail on what I'm facing. So, in late 2020, I was really depressed and really down, because I had this pain thing, and it had been getting worse every year. From the earliest I could imagine getting this pain was when I was probably 3 or 2. And it wasn't that bad at first. But over the years, it slowly got worse and worse and worse. Fast forward to, I would like to say 2018, 2017, late 2017. It got a lot more extreme. The pain got so much more extreme. And I know some people would think like, oh, can you tell me what this pain is like? Or can you give me an example? I can't, because I haven't experienced such a pain like it. You'll just have to take my word that it is probably some of the worst pain I've ever experienced in my life. And I don't think I could ever top that, like if I tried. So that's probably the best explanation I can give. It's the most pain I've ever had in my life, and ever will have in my life. Now, a lot of people like, oh, why don't you go to a doctor, or why don't you see a therapist about it? I have, for the past, not for the past, like, for ages, I've been seeing therapists and doctors about it. None of them have helped. I have tried everything I possibly can. The only thing that I have been doing and might help is waiting. But that's the only thing that I can think of that might help. I've gone to like doctors and therapists and everything about it. None of them could seem to help me. And they all said a lot of the same advice that I had been following for ages. And I got more and more frustrated every year. And that's where I've been for the past few years. Ever since I've started this channel, that's where I've been doing. I make jokes a lot on the channel saying that I was lazy or couldn't be bothered uploading, which was false. I just physically, I couldn't upload at all. I love doing this. I love doing YouTube. It's just physically I couldn't do anything. Some days I'm in so much pain that I can't do anything. Some days I'm in a lot of pain and can barely manage to do some things, and just collapse at the end of the day. It's really hard. And only, well, not semi-recently, I have been known, for, suicidal attempts. Something that is shamed upon from some people. And I did try getting help for that. It hasn't worked. There's the saying that, you can you only can find the right therapist for you. There's only a therapist for you, and the therapist that you have seen, just weren't for you. I don't think that's the case, personally. I have seen dozens, and dare I say it, like, probably, like, I don't know how many therapists I've seen. There's too many to count, but I've seen a lot, and so many that I don't know the exact amount, because if I say the amount, I might think, oh, that's too little, or that's too much. And I really don't think that they can help me. They have tried, and it hasn't worked. And there's the saying that you can only you can run away from anyone, but you can't run away from yourself. That's kind of the thing I have. So by doing research and by what doctors have told me, the pain can either get better, which is highly unlikely, it can get worse, or it can just stay at where it is for when I'm older. There is no cure for this thing I'm talking about. Which is shit. Mind my language. And at times I feel like I have like no hope at all. I have literally tried everything you could think of. Everything you could suggest to me, I have most likely tried. And I don't know what can help, what can stop it at all. Which is why my uploads have been very infrequent. Sometimes I can take weeks, sometimes I can take months off, and it's not because I'm like lazy or anything. It's just because of the pain I'm in, and I just can't do anything. It's hard. And at some point, I was going to make this video. I've been planning on making this video for months. But I've just been too afraid or too scared to say it. And I'm mostly depressed at the moment, not because it is mostly the pain, but the other part is because it won't go away, or it's never going to go away. There's still going to be, it will still be there for the rest of my life. It can get better, but it will still be painful. There will still be pain. It can get worse, which would drive me insane than it already has. It can stay the same, which I really don't want. So, honestly, it feels like I have no hope. And you might be wondering what you could do to help, or if there was any way to help. What would it be? Nothing. There's nothing that any of you could do, or any of you that can do anyway. Because as I imagine, you all probably live in different countries, in different locations, hours or days away from me. So I don't think you guys could help. The only thing I think could help is maybe being patient with me, content-wise. Because I honestly don't know when I'm going to do anything content-wise anymore. I've just stopped planning because it's honestly worse when I have to force myself to do something. So it just doesn't help. I'll upload when I can, or if I even can. So please forgive me if there has been months, or I really don't want it to be years, because I do like uploading to this channel. It's just that I don't know what to do, and it's been so utterly frustrating and so depressing to go through. And I just can't take it anymore. It's so fucking hard to get through a minute or an hour or a day. Every time, and I know that this is depressing to hear, and I'm really sorry, but it's just so hard, and I'm like hanging on by a thread, but there's only so much a thread can hold before it breaks. And I don't know what to do anymore. I don't like talking about my personal life at all on YouTube, because you guys don't really need to know anything about me other than I'm the guy who makes Minecraft videos, and on the odd occasion makes something a tiny bit different to my average Minecraft video, like Minecraft Hardcore or whatever. But I've put on more of a persona for my videos every time. I don't think in my content I have really shown my true self, because I don't want people who watch my videos to have a miserable time. I want them to maybe laugh, or at least have fun. But this time I am showing what I'm doing, and who I truly am. Most days I barely have any energy. Sometimes I have no energy and I can't even get out of bed. And you might be thinking, there like some sort of help that might help me. There is none, but you might think that, isn't there some type of help? Isn't there something that could at least help me? And the answer is no, not to my extent. I do not know anything that can help me. I have been looking for ages, And it's been exhausting to continue life as it is. And it's been exhausting to find solutions because this has been happening all my life. Except, like, not as severe, but it's been getting worse so every single fucking year. And I just want you to understand the place I'm at. Because I don't feel like I can do this happy persona or this really chill persona, because I might sound kind of calm, but on the inside I'm burning with frustration and impatience and sadness and anger and just pain. And it's been really frustrating. I've been trying to get through it. And I don't know how much longer I can keep this up for. Hopefully, I can keep it up for a bit longer. I am not quitting YouTube or anything, at least not officially. I am just taking time to just find hope, because there hasn't been hope. This year's been pretty shit. Probably the worst year that has happened to me. The worst year I've ever experienced. And while it is almost over, I dread the next year. And I am extremely passionate about this, everything. I'm not usually like this. I haven't been me for the past few months. And I'm just at a dead end at the moment, and I don't know where to go because everywhere I turn is like a dead end. Everywhere I could possibly turn is a dead end. So please understand that it's pretty hard. If I could give any advice to people who are feeling the same way, or people who are depressed or struggling, I would say to keep going, and to, if you haven't already, to get help in any way, because it does help for a lot of people. I know it's rich coming from me saying that help hasn't helped for me, but please do find help, because most of the time, 90% of the time, a lot of the time, it works. And talking about your problems does help a lot. And talking to a therapist does help. So, please, I just don't know where to go. I don't even know why I'm here, even. Like, why I'm continuing to go on for another day. And I know that sounds concerning for a lot of you, but in my situation, I'm trying not to sound as selfish as possible, because I feel like I'm being really selfish. I just don't know what to do in my situation. The only reason I'm talking about it is because I know some of you who watch my videos have been concerned. I got a couple of emails, and I have talked to someone who watches my videos and is a good friend of mine. Guy named I'll just say his YouTube name, because I don't know if he wants his name to be Crick. He's a really cool guy. And I respect him a lot. Yeah, it's been very hard, and I don't know where I'm gonna go from here. I'm gonna take more time off as much as I can. I've gotten some emails, not a lot of emails, but some concerned. One was from, I believe, Mushimu, and another was from another was from someone else. And thank you for your concern and checking up on me. I do appreciate it a lot. And it's really heartwarming to see when you guys are really concerned for me. But just to calm everyone down, or to calm some people down who have been messaging me or have just been wondering as of late, am I okay? No. Am I quitting YouTube? No. Will I make more in the future? Yes, but I'm not gonna say when, because if I do, I'm just not gonna deliver at all. I know so far in this video it has been a huge downer. And I apologize for that. But please don't be worried for me or anything. I don't need any of you being stressed for me. Whatever happens, happens. But I will try my best to answer some of you guys' questions over the next few days, or as many as I can. I'm probably just going to rest or think or do nothing. I don't know what the fuck to end this video on. If you've made it here, I'm sorry for all my ramblings and everything, and I'm sorry if I've been very vague. Thank you for listening and making it this far, and I'm really sorry. I'm just really sorry. Uh, I'll try to respond to comments as much as I can. Usually I'm pretty active with comments, but I'm sorry if it takes me a long time to get to you. Thank you for listening or watching. Thank you for your support, your kind words. It always means a lot to me. And I'll see you all in the next one. I don't know really how to end this. So, goodbye, or see you later. I'm not really good at saying goodbyes or see you laters or anything. This isn't a goodbye. This isn't my final video. I just don't know how to end videos. So I guess I'll just say see you later. Bye.